I welcome you to XCOM2. I put off playing this game for a long time now, at this point. Mainly because I was expecting kinda to play it for YouTube maybe at some point in the future, which I suppose is happening right now. Here I am, so therefore it is as good time as any really to start it. Originally, I would have played it straight after it was released, pretty much, because the original XCOM, which is XCOM Enemy Unknown and XCOM Enemy Within, is one of my favorite games of all time, perhaps the favorite game of all time. I'm speaking more about Long War mod, but, you know, still the game though. And, yeah, so I don't know that much about XCOM 2 necessarily. I didn't watch any content, YouTube or Twitch or otherwise, and I actually played like 2 hours of it. So, okay, let me talk for a short while to explain what I've seen in this game first. I've seen the first, basic types of enemies. Well, 3 of them, I suppose, if you, count the officer type as a separate one. So, I know only basically the first type of enemies. I used, flashbang grenades, twice. I never used smoke grenades. I think I got to the council mission. I got an extra engineer once. And that was it, pretty much. I didn't really get far, so I think it would be fair to say that this playthrough would be pretty much blind, honestly. So anyway, the setting that I'll be playing at. Here is the thing. There are 2 questions at the start of this playthrough. First is, what difficulty would I play? And the second one is, would I actually want to get the DLC there? I have the DLC bought, but I haven't installed it, so that kinda spoils the answer to that question. I actually will play this one without the DLC installed, and the reason is that original XCOM being one of my favorite games of all time, I'm kinda interested in the franchise, and I want to see the differences that were there originally between the original XCOM and this game, and how the game devs fixed the problems or just developed the game, or what changes were made in this period of time. So yeah, basically that's the reason. I want to play through it at least 2 times anyway. So I just assumed it would make sense to play the first one without the DLC. It would at least be interesting to me, for sure. And then the second playthrough will include DLC for sure. And the second thing is difficulty level. So here's the thing. As I said, I played for about 2 hours of it. And I know that this game is actually pretty difficult, or at least it's difficult if you don't exactly know what to do. First XCOM was not really, in terms of difficulty, really there was only the highest difficulty, and then everything else. Everything else didn't really matter, at least not to me. I didn't really ever notice any difference between them, and only the last difficulty level mattered anyhow. In this game, not really, actually. 3rd level of difficulty is pretty damn difficult. At least, as I said, if you don't really know anything about the game. And considering that I want to play through this game at least one more time, I think it would be more... it would be smarter to make the first playthrough on the Commander level of difficulty, and the second playthrough will be on Legend. The main reason I'm doing this is because this whole YouTube business is honestly much more taxing than I thought, and I'm not sure if I can handle with actually playing a game of this Complexity level, like with straight away knowing nothing on the highest difficulty, I don't know, man. It's more difficult than it looks like. So like if I was playing by myself, it wouldn't really be a problem, but there I would rather like to make it a bit easier for myself in my first videos, at least until I get acclimatized somewhat. Yeah, so that's the reasoning I'm playing on Commander. Believe me, it will still be difficult. It's not really a problem. And then I also want to play the tutorial. I mainly like remember, I think, the main mechanics for it, at least in the very beginning. But I still will play the tutorial because it's part of the story. So it just makes sense to include it. And I think with that I said everything that I wanted. Yeah, I think so. If I'll remember something, I'll just, mention it later. So let's start. There will be a cinematic in the end, so I'm shutting up for now.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Advent forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to. First things first. You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
Right, but before that, I'll say a few words about how first XCOM canonically is supposed to end. Supposedly, it's actually not like there isn't really much of a canonical story to this point. It's just that there was an alien invasion. We tried to stop it, And canonically, we failed. So now aliens control everything, and they do whatever they do there. Right now, we are not actually, you know, we're not actually fully in the know of what is that they do. They're not eager to share that information, but they're definitely in control and they are doing whatever they want. So we do not like it. Who exactly are we is yet to be seen, I suppose, in some sense. Anyway, so this tutorial is very heavily railroaded. There isn't really much you can do. It just teaches you how to move. And like, some of the moves are pretty questionable, I have to say. It's
In position, but I'm
I suppose it signifies that they do not have a very good command at this point, I suppose, or something. But yeah, some of the moves are a bit not the best choices.
Crasher 2, stay close. Keep pace with
So yeah, one of the different mechanics that is there compared to XCOM 1, to which of course I didn't fully... I'm not like fully comfortable with it yet, is stealth. But I'll talk about it later.
Copy that.
Alright now. So yeah.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set.
Right.
We'll only get one shot at this.
in the shadows.
So apparently you start stealth or concealment in concealment, and when they actually start the engagement, they lose the concealment. The whole squad loses the concealment for the whole fight, which is unfortunate. But while they are in concealment, they can actually move however they want on the map. You just need to keep yourself against the cover of some sort, as to not lose the concealment. That was the idea.
Don't get too close. They'll be spotted for sure and we'll lose our advantage.
Oh, and also they lose concealment if they go into that red area that is around enemies. And I think lampposts or something? There was some kind of thing that detected them as well.
You and me both. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
I've got the drop on them. Permission to engage.
Do it.
Do it! We don't actually have a choice in terms of whom to shoot, so not much I can do there.
Crasher 1 is on the board.
Yep. Oh yeah, and also breaking windows or kicking open doors apparently also loses you concealment. I actually do not know if it does so when nobody hears it. Like if there is no enemy in the hearing range of it, does it still loses you the concealment? I don't know.
They can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem.
That's a horrible move. Don't do that.
I appreciate the bravery, but you're dangerously close right now. Be careful.
Works out sometimes, though. One thing I noticed about this game so far, by the way, it's in terms of percentages, it's like it's harder to get to 100%, but also it's much easier to get like a decent percentage going. Like it's easier to get to like 60 or 50 or 70%, but it's actually more difficult to get to 100.
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it. Okay.
Hell yeah, Suicide Church! Let's go!
Nice work. Press the advantage before before they get around you.
Let's see how you like this. They're closing in on me. Hostiles got me.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
Uh-huh. That's not a bad move. Sure.
Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on
So,
anything
if
that
I remember
moves.
correctly, Y is a hotkey for Overwatch.
The main
Yep.
entrance is clear.
Nope.
We need to move on the package.
Nope, that's not what you do there. You actually Overwatch. That's pretty horrible, but I don't exactly have a choice, so we'll let this guy heroically stay there by himself and defend
Three, you're up.
all against,
You should check that
like,
line for
all
sound
of the...
We need anything we
I don't
can
know
get
how
this
many
time.
of them there will
Better
be.
move fast, though.
Anyway.
Heard rumors Advent
Yeah,
was
so this is another thing. The defeated enemies sometimes drop loot, and you're supposed to pick it up. But then my question was, and I never really got the answer to it, if do you need to pick it up if you just end the mission? Like, if you end the mission on the same turn, for example, if I right now successfully ended the mission, would I get the loot or not? That's also the answer that I would need to find eventually. Scoop. Yep. I suppose you could Overwatch, but don't mind me. Why not?
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
If only we had more people on
Fall back to
Overwatch.
our position. Just go. I'll try to stall them here.
That's also necessary, but you should never stop someone who tries to heroically die, I suppose. What are you supposed to do? Oh, fire. Okay, sure. Why not?
What the?
I'm going for the door.
Right, doors.
You should be able to
So,
break through the door's security protocols.
or
They were
hacks,
never
to be
expecting
more
anyone to get
precise.
this close.
I don't exactly know how this system is supposed to work. I know, roughly. So the idea is that you always get this, whatever that is, this effect. Well, actually it's not true, it kind of depends on the type of the thing that you're trying to hack. But anyway, we always get this unlock guaranteed, but then one of the things that are bonuses I could get if I get lucky. Which is sometimes the whole point of why I'm doing this thing in the first place. Sometimes you don't even want to hack, if, you know. Like, these bonuses are basically why you're doing that. Anyway, Doesn't matter. It's a tutorial, so who cares? Regardless, the door is opened.
Good. Let's go. To secure the baggage.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you get me a better look, I might be able to...
Next time. Let's get out of here.
Soldiers can carry unconscious, dead, and bleeding out. Useful to have, I suppose.
The entire Advent security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
Oh no, who could have expected that?
No! Central, pressure will be down. You have to get out of there.
Could have just killed them.
We need another exit. Now!
Got it covered.
Grenades! Hell yeah, grenades.
Fire in the hole.
Works for me. Almost there. Stay focused.
They're right behind us. Way too close.
Very daring move, by the way.
Firebrand,
Do they actually normally
we need an
run up like
immediate
this?
evac. Get us out of here.
Being immediately out of cover? Who knows, who knows. So yeah, you can place evac zones. I never actually used it in the game, so I don't know how this works. Outside of tutorial, I mean.
Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Yep. Go.
We're coming home.
And then the tutorial lies, I think, because all you need is to basically evac with Bradford and the mission ends. But that's not how it goes usually. I think you actually need to evac all of your units. And right now it's not a problem because there is a cinematic, but that will not be how it's going to go in normal missions. Regardless, that was a success, I suppose. A few unnecessary deaths, but we'll fix it somehow. Don't know what that guy is all about.
There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree. But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection, preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Get Bradford out of the operational room. What is he doing there anyway?
Doctor! No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander. Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up? Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
Well, gee, good to see that Bradford is so enthusiastic about it. I mean, apparently I failed at this exact thing before, so I don't exactly have a good track record with this, but I don't know. He's happy, so I'm happy, I suppose.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve.
How do we get all of this stuff and only one scientist to back it up?
Commander.
How?
On your order, Commander. I will begin.
So we're kind of continuing with tutorializing. I don't really have a choice there.
Begins immediately, Commander.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Tygan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
Right.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back.
Yep.
She earned enough experience for a promotion. We should take care of that
Yep.
now.
I don't remember. Can I like recolor her right now? Or maybe I can't actually customize soldiers until later.
At close range.
Yeah, slash. Attack any enemy within movement range with your sword. So that's
a good start. Our troops
right.
will only
That's
get
the
stronger as they
assault
gain
class
experience.
or the version of it. No, game. What? I didn't press anything.
Commander, to the
I wanted
bridge.
to read it. Game, come on. Sure. Let's
I
continue.
heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior command exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
And that's the squad. I don't think I could actually change anything, meaningfully at least. There are only grenades, and shotgun is, I think, better in this game. I don't know actually. Regardless, like, I wouldn't change it right now, so yeah. There are no changes that I can make at this point, so let's just go then.
Communications with resistance forces in the area have gone dark, which can only
Recover Advent Power Converter. Neutralize all enemy targets.
We need to recover that converter at all costs.
Will do, will do.
Commander, getting a fix on the device, but it looks like it may have been damaged.
Oh, that was a
during the fight.
bomb mission,
Energy
wasn't it?
readings are going crazy.
Damn.
I'm guessing we don't have much time before it explodes.
Very, like, nice way to start it with a bomb mission. So,
Shen's working on a way to stabilize that thing, provided we can get close enough.
here's
to
the
access
thing.
its core.
I've
Stay in the shadows until we can get a better read on the situation.
Here's the thing I've noticed about this game. Like, every mission that I got, I didn't play through many of them, but every single mission was on a timer. I think it's a pattern. I think it continues. There might be some missions without a timer, like, that exist, but I don't know. I haven't seen one. They are all on a timer of sorts, and that means you constantly need to push, which is, like, fair. I think it's a good thing overall, but yeah, it applies some pressure for sure on the player. And there we have 8 turns to do this. So, second thing is, this game looks very similar to original XCOM, but in fact, it's actually quite different. Like, the movement itself is very different. I didn't play for long enough to tell you exactly in what way, but just the restriction that you cannot actually stay out of cover is very heavy. Because in this game, if you stay out of cover and enemies see you, either right now or on their turn when they get closer and see you, if you are out of cover, they can actually just shoot you straight away. that's a problem. That's a big problem. So you never want to see your soldier even like potentially flanked, even if there are no enemies triggered at all. That is a huge issue, and it's like I am not even sure how to play around it yet. So I'll need to think about it. I have not an answer for this just yet. Anyway, for now, what we can do is we can just advance. Well, we'll need to advance because the bump will go up. So the way to advance would be to take those like 2-tile covers, which would be pretty safe, I hope, normally. And that would be the main idea of how you advance, by taking those kind of covers. Something like this, and then when everything is set, we can just advance. So I remember this map. It's like, yeah, there is a converter, and then it's huge, by the way. These maps are noticeably bigger, though maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know. It doesn't seem that big compared to first XCOM. It's like maybe approximately the same size. They feel bigger though. They definitely do. Well, regardless, we do need to get closer. Like, this should be safe, or I could just go there. Doesn't really matter.
Getting it done.
Yeah, so about assaults, one thing that I need to keep in mind, because I'm not used to it at all, that assaults, or this ranger, I suppose it would be called more correctly, this version of assault, it doesn't actually have run and gun. So the way it kind of has, but it only can use a sword. You cannot actually run and gun with your rifle or with a shotgun. You can only run and gun with your sword, which is very limiting, and it makes it quite a bit worse. Those swords themselves are pretty good, but this version of run and gun is not, however. So regardless, we'll need to continue somehow, and I don't exactly see the position. I don't like those positions. Like, this is the issue, see? This is the problem. Let's say I move there. I'm not safe there. I don't feel safe. What if there is a pack there? It's still a half tutorialized mission, so I don't assume there will be like anything bad happening like that, but it could be though. It could be. Like, I could move there and then there will be pack just heading my way from the left, and they just shoot on the same turn and the soldier is dead. So what do I do about that? I have no idea. I have no idea. And yeah, this is safe actually. No one can get there without losing whole turn though. Also, like, this is, I guess, pretty safe. Though it's pretty far from the action. This is also pretty safe. Okay, you know what? I think I'm okay with this. Or this. Can do like 2 move there. Let's start with this one. Or even this boulder. It's also okay. Nothing. Okay. So I think I'm okay with this place then. Oh, and we see our first pack.
We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Right, so this thing about Overwatch. The problem is, Overwatch in this game actually doesn't work if you are still in concealment. It just doesn't work. Now, if they break your concealment on the same turn, it will trigger, but I wouldn't assume it would happen this time, so there's no reason for it. So I can't actually Overwatch them down. I will need to do something more creative, I suppose. This is actually like not the worst place. The problem is I still need to push. I need to push. It's not good enough. It's very slow. I need to do something every turn pretty much. I can stay there and just hope that there is no pack on the left. It's just the way this game works is like I always feel unsafe. Like in original XCOM, you kinda always try to get your chances as close to 100% as possible, which is of course you will try to do in this game as well, but the difference is that you usually were successful in the original game. Maybe like you tried to take some pot shots, but you usually had some option to fall back on. There was something that could be done, you know, to get the job done. And there, it's not always the case. And there are a lot of cases like this, where, yes, I can move there, and that would be fine, like 99% of the time, but what if, like, 1%, we have a pack heading through there, and it just shoots my soldier, and that's a disaster, and that's a failed mission, pretty much. Or, like, a high chance of a failed mission. So, like, 99% it's fine, 1% it's a disaster. What do I do about that? Like, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'll need to figure it out.
No need
Regardless, let's just move closer. Doesn't really matter where. I could get even closer, but I don't know if it matters much. Yeah, let's do this. I don't see it matters really. How it matters. Should be fine. I don't like that they are going away. That's a problem. I can't really follow them. The problem is I need to disarm the bomb. So this is safe, I assume. This might not be safe. This is pretty safe. The issue is if there is a pack. Oh, there is a pack, actually. Okay. There is one pack. There is another pack. And then maybe there is a third pack somewhere there. Or somewhere to the left. Regardless. Oh, by the way. Oh, I can actually get some distance on the camera. So, the problem is, if I engage with this pack... By the way, I'm not 100% sure. I think they are... Like, if I engage with those two guys, I think this pack is still not triggered. I think. So I can actually safely deal with this pack, and if I do it in time, then we'll be just in time to deal with this one as well. Here's the issue. If I just go for this pack, I cannot actually attack them on this turn. I'll need to wait at least one more turn. And then I also need to deal with this pack somehow. And there's a bomb. So I don't think I can actually do that. It feels like I need to get closer. I don't think it's an option really. But like it's pretty safe though. This spot is definitely pretty safe. Let's do this and get some more info, I suppose. Maybe I'll see something that will change my mind.
Okay, you should be able to
The basic idea right now is to kill this pack first.
We've got an enemy squad here.
I noticed. So I need to get closer. So this seems to be relatively safe for now. This still could be something. But is this safe? Yes, this should be safe. I don't see the line of sight there. This should be safe. If they come closer and trigger, like, you know, and see me, it's not really a problem. I'm okay with that, if they do. So yeah, as long as I get closer, honestly, it's all fine by me. You will also kind of need to get closer. So this is actually... Okay, this is a bit dangerous, because this could be a line of sight, is it? Oh, I hate it. Can they see me through there? I don't remember the exact rules. I think it should be seen as cover, because this is full cover, this car. So therefore there is no like direct angle, right? I think it's safe, but if I'm incorrect, the soldier will just die. Not a fan of that. Regardless, this should be safe. Yep. This should be safe, and he doesn't really have anywhere else to go. But then the next one is... I don't know, maybe this. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. What is the option, though? If I could get to this tree, I would have, but I can't really. All of the other options are pretty sucky, to be honest. This one may be okay, actually. Well, if I could like Overwatch on this turn, this would be something. You know, that might be actually, that might have been a mistake to do that, like, no. The problem is now if they trigger on this turn, then this pack also triggers, which could be a problem. But then again, what am I supposed to do? I only have 4 people, and I need to rush to the bomb pretty much. I don't know. I can't answer that yet. Not sure about this. Anyway, I think this is as good a place as any, really. There's no real point to going there. And I can't Overwatch from there exactly. I could have from there, even though I'm not even sure it would trigger, because there is a half cover to the right of it. But yeah, that's okay. Let's just go. Should be fine. I hope they don't trigger, actually. That would be better. No, it's not good. Not good. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Oof. So close. They go so far. Oh, man. So, the one thing I could do, I could set up an ambush of sorts, where I just put like all of my guys on Overwatch, and then hope they get even closer, and trigger that Overwatch, and then we just kill them, hopefully. But the problem is, if they don't actually get closer, then I lose the turn, and that would be horrible. But then again, what are my other choices, though, if you think about it, right? It's not actually easy to kill this squad. Even if I... and I trigger both of those. So let's say I get back. Kinda hate it. I can't trigger both of them right now. That would be a disaster. But then let's say I get into position and then Overwatch. And then they just, you know, go away and don't get closer. What do I do then? It's also horrible. This is all horrible. There are just no good options. I think triggering this pack right now would be just a disaster. It's just a disaster, man. Because this squad will come to me a turn later and it will just kill me. I'll need to deal with this first. The question is how. I can either just start shooting right now, not like immediately, but you know, moving somewhat, doing some things, but I could though. Okay, I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'll just set my guys in place for Overwatch and try to shoot some guys. And then if that doesn't work, then we, I don't know, cry, I suppose. But like either those guys or those guys are hopefully getting closer. And then they'll see me and then I'll shoot them. And will be some happy campers. But if that doesn't work, then yeah, that's not good, not good. So I can actually get there. This should be safe, right? I shouldn't trigger anything. I don't think so. I'll wait one turn on Overwatch. But if it doesn't work, then I'll need to move somehow. And that's actually a big problem. Man, this is a first mission. First mission! First mission! Come on, game. Really? So, I can't stay in this position. It's actually not safe. This position is, like, relatively safe. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And then I can get this guy either next to Bradford or on this place. This place is fine. The problem is that this squad can actually trigger me as well. And he will help shooting that. But he might not have a line of sight to the squad number 1. Which is a problem. But then I have a lot of people covering that already anyway then. So, let's do this.
Understood. Moving out.
And we have all on Overwatch. So they will not shoot this turn if enemies do not discover me, and that's the difference from the first XCOM. That's a pretty big difference. Okay, they do come to me, which means we trigger both of the packs on this turn. What? Wait, what the hell? How? No, what? Oh, that's bullcrap. What? How is that the case? Oh, that's really bad, actually. Oh, that's horrible. Well... So that's not even a thing. God damn. Do I have, like, some sort of full cover that I can use? I can use this one. The problem is Bradford cannot exactly move. The only one that can move is you. But then what if you just miss? How do I kill this guy then? I might need the sword. The sword, by the way, doesn't even have 100% accuracy. Of course it doesn't. Damn, 88%. So by the way, 20% accuracy plus 20%, 68% normal. So that means that I assume the normal aim is 65 and 3% is for one level up, which means to get to the full 100%, assuming no evasion of any sort, you would need to have at least plus 12% extra, which is important to remember for later. Anyway, so I can actually shoot with a shotgun, but the problem is... Well, I don't really have options at this point. I need to trigger. The question is how. And like, if I trigger them with anyone else, then it will have to be in half cover. And this squad will get to me later. And if I have anyone in half cover, I will be very sorry later. The only way to not get in half cover is to go there, which would be fine. But the problem is... that then I lose the ranger. Also, I'm not actually exactly... I'm not 100% even sure that if I get there, they'll not trigger immediately. Because it can be some sort of a delayed action. Even though this action shouldn't actually trigger them. But my soldiers are in their field of view, technically. Anyway, let's do this.
Moving to designated position.
Best option I have, I think. Okay, I can shoot this one, but doesn't really make sense. Let's try to kill this one. God damn it, XCOM. Doing me dirty like this.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with.
What do I even do with them?
Well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
I'll need to get lucky. I can't really do much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like I misunderstand something, but I assume that I can't really do much about it. But like, you know, like it's not like I have a lot of choice exactly. I assume I'll get more soldiers later. Anyway, I'll need to flank this guy and maybe grenade him later if I can. I need to push. Well, I'll need full covers anyway. It's not really an option. I'll need them, so let's start with this one. Because that's actually a flank. And it might kill him, it's technically possible. Okay, thank you for that at least, that's fine. I can deal with that. This guy's dead. We'll need to use a grenade though. I am not sure if you can actually throw that grenade from there. That's the issue. Can you see this guy from this spot? Yeah, so the little red target icon shows that he can, which is good. So we can actually shoot this guy, and then we'll need to throw the grenade there.
Confirmed.
Let's do that.
Throwing grenade.
This guy needs to die. And then problem number one. I need number two, I suppose. I need to deal with this guy as well. And there are no like full covers left aside from this one. So you have to go to this one. And then using grenade on him doesn't really do anything. So I'll need to actually just shoot and hope for the better. I mean, this guy could have been dead if the shotgun hit. But, you know, it didn't. Okay, that works. That works.
Kill confirmed.
Also, well, let's just see what happens. I'll note something later. Marked. Don't exactly know what that does. God damn it. Of course they hit. Can you at least miss? Come on, game. Come on, game. Come on. Oh my god. Of course we would start like this, right? Why wouldn't we?
Commander, we're running out of time.
I don't think I made any like serious mistake there. It's like with 4 soldiers, I don't really have a lot of options. I need to push. I mean, that's 3 turns until bomb blows up. Anyway, I wanted to note that Bradford stepped out of the cover on the lower ground to shoot this guy. That is not actually possible on the old engine of XCOM 1, so that's a new thing. Yeah, they can melee. Yes, I know Central, I know. The problem is... Can I actually slash him through there? I could technically. But like, it can miss, and if it misses, what do I do with this guy? So technically, I could grenade him down, potentially. I don't know if tree blows up. I have actually no idea. So there are a few options. I can't really get to him, which means... Okay, there are 2 ways of approaching this. First way is, I basically guaranteed killing this. I can move closer, get a grenade there, then get two of my other guys, then shoot him, and then like, yeah, and then be happy about it. But then this guy still shoots, and the problem is, if anything goes wrong, it might seem safer, but I mean, you saw what happened with my guy under full cover. And if anything goes wrong at this point, we're just dead, because bomb blows up. I can't even get close. Like, if any one of my guys dies, that's it. So that's not actually a very safe option. Another option, which is also not safe, I think it will be a common theme for this game. Yeah, so another option that is also not safe is that I go there right now, I take this guy out with a sword, hopefully. As a backup, I still have a grenade on him and the shot. And then, hopefully, I kill him with a sword. And then this grenade goes there. And I either go on Overwatch, or I just try to shoot and kill him immediately. And I think that's what I'll do. That's the idea. So, slash through from there, because that's a full cover. That makes the most sense. Needs to be my first action. Not really a choice though. Good. Then I will need to... It's not an option. I will need to get closer and throw a grenade. This should be relatively safe, right? I don't think it's a problem. Oh, you don't actually have a grenade. That is a problem. But then again, like, it's still a... It's still a place with full cover that I can go to. And I have 50%. Here's the problem. There are no more full covers left. So, yeah, Bradford will have to go to half cover. Unless I just give up on the grenade. That is like not that bad of an option as it looks like. I basically... Well, right now, look at this shit. Look at this. I have Kaylee in a very compromised position. And this guy is not even a problem. Well, it's not the problem. It's definitely a problem. But it's not the problem. The problem is that if anyone comes from this direction and this map continues on and on, it looks like. And if anyone comes from here, Kelly's just dead. She's just dead. And I can't do anything about it. Like, it's just a fact of life. I mean, like, this is so risky on so many fronts. And I don't really have any choice about it. I don't know what to do about it yet. Like, I'll need to play more to understand this game fully, like the tactics of it. Anyway, yeah, so 2 options. First option is I get closer, like there, throw a grenade, and then if it destroys a tree, I have no idea if it destroys it or not, but if it destroys it, perfect. Then I just kill him. Well, hopefully. I shoot him and hope he's dead. Option number 2. I am not even using a grenade, and instead I'm dashing with Bradford to this place, and I put this guy on Overwatch to make the enemy not move, and then hopefully we'll finish him later. Because, let's be real, what are the chances of him dying if I do the grenade thing right now? It's not actually a lot. To put it mildly. It's quite low. It's difficult for me to discern exactly because... I mean, I have no idea if the tree is supposed to be destructible or not. I mean, it's eventually destructible, I assume. But, I don't know, like... Will it just go down from one grenade? How do I, like... How do I exactly... see my chances? I'm not sure. I don't know. But the problem is, I think there is a 3rd squad somewhere. And, I think this is my last grenade, actually. No, I think Ranger is supposed to have one as well. Yeah, but she has a sword, though. I don't actually want to use it if I can help it. This is not good. I don't like this. This is also half cover. If I'm not killing him, then I'm in more compromised position. No, this has to be better. This has to be better.
Solid copy.
I don't know. I think it's better. You see, the problem is both of those decisions are sucky. It's like I say better, but it's not a good solution. But like neither is another one. They're both horrible. That's like what losing one guy in the beginning with a squad of 4 does, really. Like, you lose a lot of your firepower. Much more than, like, you know, 25% than the normal logic would suggest. Anyway, so I Overwatch and I hope for better. I have no words for it. Come on, game. Come on, game, seriously.
Evac! We need emergency evac! Now, damn it! Now!
At least you shoot. Okay, that's better.
Commander, we're taking heavy losses. We may have to adjust our approach.
What adjust our approach? Come on. It's not my fault exactly. So I think this should be pretty safe. I need to kill this guy. Well... honestly, I think... I think this mission will have to be a restart, actually. I don't see what I can do with a start like this. But realistically though, what is the best chance to success from there? Do I try to just rush him and just kill him? Because he just kills Bradford next turn. That's the problem. If I don't kill him right now, he kills Bradford. I can get this guy there, for example, and put him on Overwatch, but then even if I disarm the bomb, he didn't like miss once yet. This is rough. No, I think this is correct. I think this mission is most likely a restart, but this is the best chance for success I have, I think. Not even a single miss. Look at it. The problem is, right now I still need to
Converter is near collapse. It's about to blow.
I'm aware. I'm aware. So my question is, oh, it's an action. I can't even kill him. I need to hack this thing. So I don't know. What can I actually do about it? Okay. I think you go there and you do hack. Because otherwise I just lose the game. So that's a no-brainer pretty much. Maybe I should have done it with Bradford actually. Anyway, so income from the current region increased by 25. I mean, let's be real. We're not getting out of here alive. So it really doesn't matter. Just choose someone. Something. Yeah. So.
We've got the goods. Well done. Readings are returning
Yeah,
to
I mean.
well, mostly normal. Firebrand is en route, but I wouldn't take any chances. Eliminate all remaining hostiles in the area before evac.
So here's the problem. There are a few things I could do. I could just, for example, go there. I don't even need to go there, to be honest. Like, it's the same position, pretty much. I could even go there for, like, it's the same position. Like, if I miss or if I don't kill him, he just circles around and kills me. There are two options there. First option, I go in, probably there, to maximize my chances and just try to one-shot him. Second option is, I go behind this full cover and Overwatch and hope he misses, which he didn't yet once, even once. So, that's not a very good option. Neither is the first one, but there are two outcomes, pretty much. First outcome is he just dies. And then, hooray! And we celebrate, right? And that's good. Second outcome is we hit a little bit. Then, like, yeah, Bradford dies, let's be real. But then we actually could kill him on the next turn. And then potentially, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe there is no third pack. We just win the game. Well, the mission. That would be good. And, yeah. And there is also a third option in which we miss. Point blank. That's possible. But, I mean, I don't see... I mean, what's the choice, right? I kinda have to. Those options are equivalent, pretty much, in terms of defense. Because even if I go under full cover and shoot him, if I don't kill him, he just circles around and kills my guy. And, like, it doesn't really do anything. So, there's no point. I'm I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go closer just to maximize my chances to hit. Yeah, so 85%, not a lot. What is the chance? I need to do like 5? So that's a third of it, which is 28. And then it needs to be a crit, which is 40% of 28, which is around 11? Like around 11-ish, 12-ish, something. Well, 11-12%. I mean, it's better than the other options, so... Nope. Nope. Well, Bradford, you tried. Oh, and of course, the worst possible angle. Of course. Why wouldn't you? They didn't shoot, though. That's good. Maybe they don't always shoot. I don't know.
They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
He didn't shoot? What happened? Well, I'm glad I, What is this? What does this mean? Icon. Oh, it's some, like, canister thing. Does it blow up or something? What does it do? Regardless, we have a little bit of a problem. Just the tiniest bit of a problem, if you didn't notice. So... I could kill him with a grenade. I don't know, man. What does this thing do, though? I don't know. Does it blow up? I could kill him with a grenade, but I still need to deal with all this stuff somehow. I'm not sure what is the correct course of action there. You know what? I think I will try to blow this up. Is this 100% to hit? Yeah, it is. I will try to blow this up. The thing is, it still looks pretty hopeless to me. And at least if this thing blows up, then I actually, at least I know what I deal with for later. Like, I know actually how this functions then. So here's what I do. I go like there. Yeah, like there.
Moving on target location.
And I try to shoot it and see what happens. How much? How much? How much? 3. Perfect. Okay. And then we have a problem. Because I can't exactly... I can... This is not a flank, right? I'm pretty sure this is not a flank. And this is soft cover. I cannot really do that. I can try Overwatch. Like, go like there, maybe. This is pretty safe. And maybe they get closer. It shouldn't be a flank for them, really. Or actually there. It also is pretty safe, and I probably can catch someone. Let's do this. Who? How? But I checked though. What? But I did check. I thought he didn't see anyone. The problem with Overwatch is if it triggers, then one shot is gone. And I only have one left. I'll need to reload. But, I mean, what choice do I have, really? Okay. I mean, if he shoots, that's the best. What? Okay. Well, yeah. What are you doing, Bradford? Oh my god, he still has Overwatch. And he misses. That's the worst place to run to. Come on. Of course you hit. Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, as I said, we're not really getting out of here alive. I mean, when your first soldier dies there, it's like... What? What is it? What? What is this? They can reanimate corpses? The fuck? Your first miss, perfect. Right. Now it's fair. RNG has decided. That's how it works, right? Ah, exactly what I needed. Thanks, game. Well, at least Bradford can play a superhero now. What is this? Is this like just a zombie or Oh man, it's really difficult to actually think about it right now. I really don't think there's a point. Well, realistically, okay. Realistically, what would I need to do in order to survive? I would need to get out of there somehow. So like run away to... There's not even a place where that would be a good idea to run to. Maybe like there. Let's do something like this, because I'll need to reload anyway. Like, you know. I mean, it's clearly a restart at this point, but yeah, whatever. I'll just fight tooth and nail.
The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
It's zombie though, right? It can't actually like shoot or something. Of course you miss. Mm-hmm.
Taking heavy fire.
And like we're average in terms of hits and misses on this mission. Well, and then I mean, you go further, and then you just... Like I can go there, for example. What? They were on Overwatch? Well... I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I need to reload anyway.
Let's do this.
I understand you, Bradford. That's the worst place. Why are you going there? Don't go there. So is this corpse mind control like permanent? Or does this have an expiration date? Stop missing! Come on! This just looks like a... I don't know, like an insult at this point. Are you serious? Come on! Come on! Come on! Do it! Do it! Yeah? Do it! Oh man. Finally. Holy shit.
Avenger, all XCOM operatives are dead or...
And we failed again. I said before that Bradford shouldn't be that happy about me. You know, as I said, I don't exactly have a good track record with this. Anyway, I'm taking a small break and then we'll continue in the next video.